My little helper is going to help us plant ranunculus bulbs. So we got some ranunculus from Eden Brothers. This is the purple and white picote mix. Picote? Who knows? So we are in zone 9A, and so in zones 8 through 11, you plant ranunculus in the fall for a spring bloom.
Spring bloom?
And
Are those
so
going to be pretty?
They're going to be so pretty. I'm going to put a picture on the screen for you to see right now, which means you won't get to see it till later, but they're one of the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. So many petals in a tight little circle. Very pretty. So we're going to pop these open. Some people choose to soak them for an hour or so before they plant them, but we're just going to go ahead and plant them, water them in real good. And after we water them in that first time, we actually won't water them again. I might sprinkle them starting in January, but until then we'll just keep them dry, and then in January start watering them again because they'll start to sprout up probably late January to March.
They look like roots that weren't even grown yet.
Do they look like little bunches of bananas?
They do. I didn't notice that.
I know.
Look like
So let me see the bulb. So these are ranunculus bulbs. So they are a little group of what looks like roots. And so you plant them with what they call the claw down. The claw part, or the pointy part, down.
Down?
And so
I thought you just put them down like that.
You would think that, right? It kind of looks like maybe they would go up, but they don't. They go down. Yeah. And so you want to plant the ranunculus 3 times as deep as it is wide.
3 times?
So this is about 1.5 inches or so wide. So we'll plant between 3.5 to 4, about 4 inches deep. So in order to do that, you gonna put your gloves on?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're gonna put on yours?
Get your gloves. All right, let's take them all out and see how many we have.
Okay. Timber.
Good. All right, and count how many we have.
1, 17, 18.
Oh, that's a little.
Baby one. 16.
Okay, so perfect. We're gonna try to fit all of them in here. So we're gonna lay all these out evenly, and then we'll come back to show you how we plant them. Hey Blackberry, what's up, baby? You checking in on us? Yes, yes.
She's a brown spot.
Hey baby. Okay, so how many do we have?
We have 11.
So okay, so we decided based on the size of this pot,
we have to keep them at least 4 inches apart.
Yeah, we want them to be about 4 inches apart. So we decided to go with 11 bulbs, ranunculus bulbs in this pot. And so first thing we're gonna do.
Yeah, what is that?
That, I don't know. Let's watch it. Ew!
Ooh, that's gross.
So I mixed some old soil with some new soil, and the old soil had been sitting out back by the garden for like
a bunch
ever.
Of gross bugs in it. Okay.
Well, it's also full of worms, which is great because we want worms, and it's actually a good compost. But anyway, so to plant, take your fingers and we'll move this one and dig down about 4 inches. A good deep hole. Kind of move your hand around to get it deep enough because you're going to need to fit that whole bulb inside that hole.
Which is they're huge.
Claw side down. And then let's leave the hole so we can remember where we planted all of them, so we can figure this out here. So, all right, now you're going to move this one and make a hole here, and then keep going. Okay, she's got them all planted, so go ahead and kind of cover them up with the soil around them. And then I'm going to pour some compost on top to top it off. All right, now that they're covered with compost, we're just gonna water them in real good.
Oh.
Good. And so we're gonna put this pot in a full sun location, and it'll be perfectly fine throughout our winter. We don't have to worry about it. In zones 8 through 10, they are perennials, and so they can make it perfectly fine through our winter, and they will sprout in the beginning of next year. That's good, Belle. You excited?
Yeah! Can't wait to see what type of flower they're gonna look like.
Yes. Next, I'm going to be talking about Amaryllis. These were from last Christmas, and you can find these in stores right now in November. And if you keep them inside in a bright area, they will bloom inside, and they are beautiful holiday plants. And here in Texas, we can plant them outside after they're done blooming, and they will act as a perennial and bloom again in the spring. Today I'm going to be repotting these Amaryllis bulbs. They are from last year. They had bloomed beautifully during Christmas because I force bloomed them inside, and they've been sitting in the soil. I continue to water them occasionally, and I'm going to be repotting them in this shallow pot so they can rebloom in the spring. I'm choosing to pot these up outside. I could have chosen to force bloom them inside again, but this is an option for warmer climates. They are perfectly fine outside in our zone 9, so I'm going to pot them up and they'll rebloom in the spring. Be sure to leave the neck and shoulders out of the soil. All right, not much to look at now. I'm leaving the leaves that are left because they are still soaking up energy. There are 2 of them that do not have any leaves. Oh wait, that's not one of them. This one and this one don't have any leaves, but I can still see green in here. So they're still alive, and I see green in this one too, but you can't see it from here. Anyway, they're still alive, and so it will be an exciting show eventually, but I'm just gonna keep them watered occasionally, and they'll continue to gain energy from the sun, and eventually in the spring bloom beautiful again.